Hello, guys. This is Vaish. So, this is news update number 12. You would have already seen this report of unhealthy products in Nestle. Okay, Nestle portfolio of food products. 60% of them are unhealthy. Okay, so this is not a very important topic for all the exams and all, but UPSC have indeed made a question. Okay, when the Maggie was banned. Okay, when Maggie was banned 3 4 years back, UPSC had made a prelims question. Okay, I'll show you the question also at the end of this video. But this may be helpful or not helpful, but for general awareness, this is definitely going to help. So, the world's largest packaged food and beverages company, Nestle, has found itself in a tough spot after an internal document suggested that 60% of its mainstream food product portfolio is unhealthy. Okay, so everywhere you will see like a Swiss FMCG company, Nestle. Okay, so what is this FMCG? FMCG actually means fast moving consumer goods. Fast moving consumer goods are products that sell quickly at relatively low cost. These goods are also called consumer packaged goods. So Nestle is actually the world's number one in this category. Now you would have already seen the diet items. Okay, like Diet Coke and all comes in the Coke company. Here they were having this dark Kit Kat, then this explaining the benefits of their health drink, then this atta noodles, the oats noodles. So they were trying to bring in some healthy nutritional combinations and all. And this is the time. Okay, the report has come at this time when the maker of Maggi noodles, Kit Kat, and other popular products is trying to promote healthier eating. Our efforts build on a strong foundation of work over decades. For example, we have reduced the sugars and sodium in our products significantly in the past 2 decades, about 14-15% in the past 7 years alone. The group is also updating its internal nutrition standards, known as the Nestle Nutritional Foundation, that were introduced under the former chief executive who characterized Nestle as a nutrition, health, and wellness company. So, this report has come when all these things were happening. Okay. Now, the company is now in damage control mode and said that it is working on updating its nutrition and health strategy. Now, the Maggie crisis, okay, because this same company had faced a very big ban in India. So, that also we'll see, okay, quickly. So, Maggie is the worst crisis that we have faced in the 104 years of our existence in the country. Also, the worst crisis the company has faced globally in a long time. This was told by the Nestle India chairman, okay, Suresh Narayan, in 2017 interview. So Maggie noodles crisis, what it was, it nearly threatened the existence of Nestle India as Maggie sales contributed to over 25% of its revenues. It was in 2014 when food safety regulators from the Barabanki district of Uttar Pradesh reported that samples of Maggie noodles has had high levels of monosodium glutamate, okay, which is MSG, apart from high lead content above the permissible level. So Sanjay Singh, okay, who was a food inspector, spotted the label on the Maggie packet that claimed no added MSG during one of his routine raids on retail outlets. When it was sent to state laboratory in Gorakhpur for testing, it was found that the instant noodle packet had MSG. The samples were then sent to the Central Food Laboratory in Kolkata. Okay. Almost a year later, in April 2015, the CFL confirmed that Gorakhpur lab report and also confirmed that the amount of lead found was over 1,000 times more than what Nestle India Limited was claiming. So this is what happened. But Nestle, in its official statement, told that there was no order to recall Maggi noodles being sold and it was safe to eat. However, the controversy grew when the Food Safety and Standard Authority of India asked Nestle to recall Maggi. Okay, you know, that is like a national level body, statutory body under the Ministry of Health. So when they told they have no other choice, they have to recall it. So Supreme Court also gave order. So Nestle was left with no choice but to recall the popular snack from the market. Between June 5 and September 1, 2015, nearly 38,000 tons of Maggi noodles were recalled from retail stores across the country and destroyed. Maggi's share in the Indian market went down from 80% to zero. 5 months after the brand was pulled out of the market over safety concerns, Nestle India Maggi noodles returned to shelves in November 2015. However, local bans continued in some states even after Maggi returned to the markets. It took almost another year for Maggi to return to shops across all states in the country. Okay, so this is the 2015-16 story where they had to go over one of the worst crises ever. Okay, so if you are in our channel for the first time, see to it that you subscribe so that we can bring in more free content to you. So an internal document accessed by the Financial Times newspaper described a large portion of Nestle's food and drinks as unhealthy. The document was an internal presentation circulated among the company's top executives early in 2021. It indicated that more than 60% of Nestle's mainstream food and drinks portfolio could not be considered healthy under a recognized definition of health. Some of our categories and products will never be healthy no matter how much we renovate, said the Nestle internal presentation. So in their internal presentation, which got leaked now or maybe accessed by this newspaper, it's they themselves are telling like whatever we do, it's never going to be healthy. Okay, because their combinations or ingredients are like that. The document further highlighted that the assessment applied to about half of Nestle's overall portfolio. The data excludes baby formula, pet food, coffee, and the health science division, which makes food for people with specific medical conditions. So these things are excluded because they are made for certain specific medical conditions. So it will be not having that problem. But the other one, okay, half of Nestle's portfolio was highlighted that it is unhealthy. So this full rating, okay, it is based on Australia's health star rating. Okay, the system scores food out of 5 stars and is used in research by international groups such as the Access to Nutrition Foundation. Nestle described the 3.5 star threshold as a recognized definition of health. So you should have 3.5 to be considered healthy. So most of the things were falling below 3.5. According to the document, about 70% of Nestle's food products and 96% of beverages, excluding pure coffee, failed to meet the threshold. In addition, 99% of Nestle's confectionery and ice cream portfolio also failed to meet the threshold rating. Out of the food and beverages assessed, 37% achieved a rating over 3.5. Water and dairy products scored slightly better, with 82% of water and 60% of dairy products meeting the threshold. Okay, so this much things meet, but other things did not meet. Now, there are several other Nestle food and beverages that contained elevated levels of sugar or sodium. Okay, there is an orange flavored drink. So, in that also, they got a E rating, which is the worst mark available under a different scoring system. Okay, Nutria score. The drink has more than 7.1 gram of sugar per 100 ml. Nestle's another drink, okay, which is sold in the US, is also contain 14 grams of sugar in 14 gram serving. Okay, though it is mixed with designed to be mixed with milk, it is described as perfect breakfast to get kids ready for the day. Okay, so this is one of the popular thing there, but that also contains this much sugar. Okay, you should know that almost every company, whether it's Cadbury's or any like Horlicks or whichever company, everybody has a lot of sugar content in that. But unfortunately, Nestle is what is always getting into trouble, and it's like getting revealed. Okay, so in India, Nestle is one of the leading players into the packaged food category. It presently operates 8 production units in India and has reported net sales of 13,290 crore for 2020. The Indian market was ranked at number 11 in terms of contribution to Nestle's global revenue in 2020. Okay, so the report actually has leaked today and only that much is available. Okay, now what has Nestle responded? It like according to Nestle, it believes that a healthy diet means finding a balance between well-being and enjoyment. In recent years, we have launched thousands of products for kids and families that meet extra nutritional yardstick. We have also distributed billions of micronutrient doses via our affordable and nutritious products. As we consider our future nutrition strategy, we are first focusing on assessing the part of our food and beverage portfolio that can be measured against external nutrition profiling systems. So systems like Health Star Rating and Nutri-Score are useful in this regard and enable consumers to make informed choices. So this is the update for today. Okay, so you will think like now what is relevant for UPSC? Okay, so UPSC exam in 2017, they asked this particular question. Commonly used consumed materials was given in left side and unwanted or controversial chemicals likely to be found in them. This was given in the right side, and they gave like lipstick, lead, soft drinks, brominated vegetable oils, and Chinese fast food, monosodium glutamate. Okay, this is a 2017 UPSC question. Which of the pairs given are matched correctly? Okay, 1 only, 2 and 3 only, 1 and 3 only, 1, 2, 3. I hope most of you know the answer already, but still tell in comment section so that the others also who are newly in preparation, they can also get some update onto this. So don't take any news item lightly. If something is important only, then it will be considered to be taken as a topic in our channel. So this also will be useful for you in the long run. Okay, if not for prelims, maybe in mains. If not in mains, maybe in interview they'll ask like what is your take on this kind of issues. Okay, so I hope this update was good enough for learning. I'll come with the next video. Thank you and have a nice day.